Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. I wanted to show you guys some Rattlesnake ratting again in Nullsec. This is for a fit that is made to be done in the high bounty risk modifier systems. To sort of capitalize on this, being able to get bigger ticks because you're doing this in a bounty risk modifier system. So this fit is made around being able to sort of be always aligned out to sort of give you a bit of a safer situation, so that say someone whoops in, then you're very easily able to get out of there. I've changed the fit slightly. I've actually made quite a few videos recently on the Rattlesnake, and I've actually made quite a few changes since last time. I've both price optimized the ship, so this ship, instead of costing like 2 billion plus, it costs 1.3 billion, as you can see here. Then I've altered it slightly. Before I had two target painters, and what I do is I just put the cruise missiles on a battleship, and then I have the target painters on the small stuff that the drones are engaging to help them. But instead I've got two of these omnidirectional tracking links, and this is because when I'm not using the target painters on a ship, and if the drones are attacking them, then I feel like, okay, then at least they'll be always buffed, because I'm sort of trying to minimize the amount of work I have to do. So those times I miss or forget to use the target painters, then at least I'll be able to I'll have like a buff to drones. That's what these omnidirectional tracking links are good at. They make my drones track quite a bit better. Let's warp here because there's already seems to already be an Ishtar here. Stop here. Go to this one as well. Let's warp within 30 kilometers. I think it's a good distance to start off at. And then also something that I've done is that I've added a Higgs Anchor here and a Bay-Loading Accelerator. The Bay-Loading Accelerator enables us to get more DPS. You just got to take two modules and get more DPS like this. I've also got a module or an implant that increases our damage even further. The cruise missile implants, O3 implant, not too expensive implant. And I've removed some of the hydraulic bay thrusters and the Rego rigs because I felt like probably we don't really need that application when I'm just using the cruise missiles against the battleships. We'll see, because before I had Rego catalysts here, and I thought that since I just used the cruise missiles on the battleships and I have the drones take out anything that's small, I thought maybe it's just not necessary to have all these application modules. Missile guidance computer hopefully will be enough to enable my cruise missiles to apply fully to the battleships. Okay, so we'll then align to this warp point here. And the Higgs Anchor is a very special module, makes so that your ship goes very slowly. But that's good for us because then we can be aligned at all times and not really move very far. And I think I might be a little bit too close. I would actually like to be maybe a little bit further away than this. But we'll see, because we won't really move that much at all. We're just going 27 meters a second, so it's going to take us a really long time to sort of get too far away from the rats. Because the main thing is I don't want to get too far away from the rats, but I don't think it's going to be an issue if we have a little bit slower velocity like this. We'll see. Get the Wasp in here. So I'll start attacking here, and then have these guys, drones, go for the battle cruisers. Now what is the damage potential here? 7k. So then we should be doing just about half the volley on these battleships to get full application, because the resist of the battleships is about like 48% or something like that, kinetic. Go for these guys here. Great. The Bay-Loading Accelerator is nice because it makes so that our volleys go a little bit faster. I was thinking of putting the Calflaction Catalyst, which increases the damage per volley, and that's good because it'll save ammunition. Like, we will use less ammunition then because each missile will do more damage in of itself. The reason I decided against that is because I don't think we're going to really save so much time. Just because the missiles, I don't think that tiny extra DPS bump you get from the Calflaction Catalyst is going to make so that I have to use any less amount of missile volleys on these battleships. I think it's still going to be, like, say, look, do you see how little HP this guy has here? That the remaining, I did so much more damage than he had left of the HP, so I think that it'll be wasted. So instead I just have the missiles reload fast. I think that's going to be making our tick speed overall a little bit better. That's good here. Nice to see Rattlesnake absolutely making quick work of them, and also those drones going out completely crazy. Really potent drones, and we've got pretty decent DPS for being only a Tech 2 fit. We've got just Tech 2 all over the place, and then got Bayloading Accelerator over here as well. Tech 2 here. Main bling is the large cap battery and the Pith X type kinetic shield hardener. That's the main quote-unquote bling. Let's check out the application to these drones. Hopefully it'll be pretty good actually, because our drones should be able to do some really good application now with the target painter and the tracking enhancers actually. Look at that, really powerful drones. Just obliterate these frigates here like there's no tomorrow. I don't know how good they are at, like, if it's better to have a target painter serve this tracking enhancer, but I think the great thing about the tracking enhancer is that even when I'm not using the target painter, or if I somehow miss to use the target painter, it's still going to affect how good my drones are at tracking. I'm actually quite curious, what kind of DPS would we have if we had, say, rapid heavies? Rapid heavy missile launcher. We had this, Scourge, Fury, 1.7k, but a lot less when you factor in the reload time. I definitely think we should have warped in at like 50 kilometers, something like that, because this feels way too close, unnecessarily close. I had before a drone navigation computer. Instead one of these omnidirectional tracking links, which is good because it makes the drones travel faster, but I think perhaps this extra application for the drones could be better. Let's go for these guys here, lock up all the frigates, then a few of these battleships, or the drones already wrecked one of these frigates before I'm even able to do anything. And then we're just going to have to get them, take out the frigates instead. Drones, get to work. Or we want them to destroy the ones that are Pith Arrogator. They can't warp disrupt us, that's not good. That's also the downside with being close like this, is that you can get warp disrupted. And if the player warps in now, we would be dead. So I definitely think we should be warping a further distance. With the Higgs Anchor, we're anyway not moving anywhere. So it seems to be pretty smooth here. We just need to be a little bit further away, because we're basically just staying put. We've barely moved anything. We have moved a little bit, but not so much. I think 50 kilometers would be a very good warp-in distance. And there we go, last volley. Yep. And the drones can take care of this one too. Really smooth. Quite chill. Torpedoes would be nice. This kind of range, torpedoes wouldn't actually be a dumb idea, because you could sort of stay aligned at all times. Have like the, maybe, say if you had the long range, then like long range computers, then maybe you could even go with the torpedoes. It's just going to be a real hassle to have to align back with the Higgs Anchor. Wreck that dire, pithy plunderer. Easy with our really laser beam accuracy drones. So good drones we've got. I was thinking actually that this Higgs Anchor may not be super necessary. I could instead put like a flare catalyst or something else in here. Maybe even a kinetic rig, to be honest. Because in the previous attempts we've been doing to do this, then we've not really had too much issues with the Rattlesnake drifting too far away for us to be able to use our drones. We've got a long drone control range of 84 kilometers. So it is pretty hard for us to drift out of range like that. There we go. And I want to take out those ECMing cruisers as fast as possible, because those guys are really annoying. There we go, good. And we can even lock up some of them if we're able to. If we don't get jammed. Oh, look at that, we get jammed again. Really annoying jammers. Scrubby Garistas. They've got the special AT ship called the Chameleon. It's a really powerful Gila, you could basically say. That ship has, I think, a bonus to ECM, and in the description it says that the Garistas, the people who, or like on the people who complain about ECM being overpowered, they jam them first and kill them last. Okay, let's take out this guy. Great. Let me go for the drones here, and then the missiles here. Just sort of split them up a little bit. And I keep a little eye on local, because like when stuff is like this, I don't really have to worry too much about warping out. If I see lots of neutrals in local, then I can just quickly hit the warp out button. There we go. Now for the next one. And we can shield boost a bit, so we get a bit bigger of a shield. So slow, this Rattlesnake is not moving anywhere. And oh, Dread Garistas as well. That's really nice. Perfect. We've got Dread Garistas here. And those things can drop crazy loot. And we've been doing this, done this haven pretty quickly, within like 13 minutes. It's going to take a little bit of time to get through this meaty wave, but otherwise I think it's alright. We are going to take a little bit of incoming damage now because there's a lot of NPCs on the grid. I'm just going to try to take out as many of these battleships as possible. To be honest, I could actually have the drones go for the battle cruisers because they're very easy to destroy. So as soon as those drones have taken care of that usurper over there, then I could actually have them take out these battle cruisers. Well, we are actually taking quite a bit of damage now. That's a bit unfortunate. I wonder if we'll have to warp out, we'll see. It's all because we were warped in too close. If we warped in a lot further away, then we would be taking a lot less damage now. Yeah, I've got a very minuscule tank on the ship, so it's not really too surprising. Need to keep shield boosting. Come on. As I said before, guys, this is an experimental fit, but I don't think that the DPS is going to be too much of a problem, or the DPS tank. It's just that we need to be a little bit further away. Oh, come on now. Overheat that kinetic shield hardener a little bit. Drones are really so powerful. Look at them just destroying completely these Valkyries like as if it's nothing. Enforcers are doing quite a bit of damage actually. So I think it is actually stabilizing slightly after the Enforcers are getting destroyed. Not so many NPCs left. Come on now, so close. Our shields are so low. I think we can take it. Let's look at the wrecks here. Dread Garistas, where is that Dread Garistas? Now we have one of the drones go here, please. Oh no. Let's overheat that shield a little bit. So few NPCs left and they're still taking so much damage. I think it has a lot to do with that our ship's tank is based a lot around its buffer, having a big buffer because of the really big resist. Our shield recharge is actually really low here. But I think now it's stabilized. Only 4 battleships left. Well, that was close there. It's pretty close actually. We just got through that. Didn't take any armor damage, which was really cool to see. Took a bit of damage to our target painter there. We've got that Dread Garistas Exterminator. That's so cool. But look at that, we're basically at the same range, like 30 kilometers we've been keeping at range from these NPCs the whole time, and that's pretty much constant for what we've been keeping at. Okay, so it's not really been 13 to 12 minutes doing the Haven, it's been more like 16 minutes I would say. But still, it's pretty good. Let's check a little bit here in the bounty ticks. What kind of stuff have we been getting? Encounter surveillance system has been giving some nice dank ticks. Our cap is getting pretty low. Perfect. Nice. So we just finished that Haven quite smoothly. Have to wait a little bit on those drones to return. Little mini drones. Or big mini drones. They're pretty big, these guys. These are heavy drones. And then we can warp to one of these warp points, and then go to get that Dreadgaristus. Curious what it holds. Oof, 34 million ISK tick. That was 38 even. Really nice to see, actually. And I mean, double that, you get like 70 million ISK every tick, and you get 200 million ISK an hour. You could do if you're doing this really effectively, I think. And that's what I'd call dank ticks. Oh, no, actually, no. It's not that kind of ticks at all. Because the reason it is so high is because of that Dreadgaristus. The Dreadgaristus obviously gives us a lot more ticks, so it'll probably be a lot less, like 32 maybe, something like that. I wonder if this similar strategy could be applied to the torpedo Rattlesnake, actually. That would be quite cool. Have a bit more tanks so we can be close like this, and then at the same time be able to hit far. Let's see now, this Dreadgaristus. What is in here? Anything special? Nah, nothing special. Unfortunate. It's just the way it is sometimes. Sometimes you get good stuff, sometimes you get bad stuff. Oh well. That's some Rattlesnake running in the cruise missile, slightly cheaper fit. Unfortunately, we did a bit of a mistake here where we warped in a little bit too close. Definitely should have warped in at a further location. But it's just the way it is. Sometimes you make mistakes and you learn new things. I didn't even think there would be a problem to warp in at this distance, but clearly it was. You saw we got low shields. And also, we can always... The further we are from the site, the better. Just because if some enemy player warps in, then it's just good to have as much distance as possible to increase the amount of time that you can notice them on your overview, so that you can warp out before they can potentially scram you or warp disrupt you. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's a Rattlesnake ratting away. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.